Better Together podcast.
Welcome to the Better Together podcast from the Fuquay Arena Chamber of Commerce. We're recording today from the Dashmore Conference Room and Studio, sponsored by Rescued Wood Rehab. The Better Together podcast highlights local businesses each week as the Fuquay Arena Chamber of Commerce continues to promote an amazing business community. I am Marty Woodward from Rescued Wood Rehab, and I am joined by my co-host, the one, the only JB Ratledge from Peak Perspective Creations. It's easy to tell because it's right on his shirt. I'm super excited today, JB. You know why?
Wow.
Because the guest we have here today, this one right here. Yeah. Did you know? Fun fact, Chamber of Commerce fact.
Here we go.
The last 3 ambassador chairs are sitting at this table.
Oh my goodness.
So chairs
That
are
is
sitting
impressive.
at the table.
The chairs.
The chairs
The
are
chairs are
at the table,
Indeed.
and mine is jacked up high.
Yes. We have her boosted. We found
Raised a little bit.
we found a telephone book in the back room.
We did.
JB, I'm turning it over to you to introduce our
I am
guest.
so thankful. Well, thank you, Marty. And welcome to the Better Together podcast. Today, joining us is Nickie McKenzie, the owner and founder of McKenzie Therapeutics. Nickie, how are you doing today?
I am wonderful.
Awesome.
It is a great day to wake up.
It is. It is a fantastic day. It's not. The weather's great. We got the ambassador chairs here. We're ready to rock and roll. Would you tell us a little bit about your business?
Well, I am a massage therapist. I own a wellness center, McKenzie Therapeutics, where we also have other businesses in there to provide mental health services and myofunctional therapy.
I love that. What kind of inspired you to get into this business in the first place?
Well, I started out, I was going to school for a surgical technician, and then I realized that I didn't like the sight of blood. And so I figured that was the wrong course for me to take.
Okay.
And but the classes that I was already taking transferred over to massage therapy, and I had never even had a massage before when I decided to sign up. I had already paid for the school.
Right.
What else was I going to do? It turned out I was really good at it, so I went with it.
Lovely to hear that. And so, kind of in that transition, run me through what were some of the challenges that you faced in the beginning of your career?
So in the beginning of the career, I had actually taken a spell from the finishing school till actually starting massage several years. I was a general manager for a local chain restaurant. And about the third time I got yelled at by a guest, I decided I needed a change. And so I figured I would utilize my massage therapy degree that I got.
What are some run me through a couple of the unique aspects of, you mentioned, having a few other people, other services that you guys offer rather than just massage therapy. Run me through some of the other unique aspects.
So in addition to that, I have my client retention specialists that a lot of people really seem to love, and that's a unique aspect. They are Lily and Leroy McKenzie. They are my corgis.
This is some four-legged.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They come in and they pretty much just nap and let the clients pet them while I'm working on them. So it's good.
Yeah.
People can request them when they book. They can request pup time, and the dogs get to come to work and they love it, and the clients love it, and the other people who are in the office love it.
Nice.
So it works out well.
So pup time is an important thing.
It is. It's very important. It's
So-
very
That's
important.
therapeutic in and of itself.
It really is. It is. Dealing with some people who have PTSD, things like that. I mean, we joke about it and all, but when you have certain clients that are anxious about being on the table, it's a very vulnerable position that you're in. It helps to have that comforting, soothing aspect of the dogs where they can just pet them and they feel nice and safe and calm.
I don't know how many times I've been out with shop dog from my business, and it there are many people who just wanted to have a little pet because they're remembering maybe a dog that they had in the past, and it can be very therapeutic for many people. So, but getting back to our topic, McKenzie Therapeutics. So kind of give us a list of what are the products and services that you offer.
So in my practice, the massage aspect, I can't speak for the mental health professionals in myofunctional therapy because they do their own thing and I don't really know what all goes on with that. For me, I do more of a therapeutic style. I don't do a whole lot of relaxation. That's mainly because I'm kind of clumsy and I walk into my stool a lot. So, it kind of can take away from the relaxation a little bit. But I do deeper work. I'll do gua sha, which is scraping. In chiropractic care, it's called grasping technique. It's just you take a dull, blunt edge and just scrape the tissue to kind of loosen that up. I do cupping. I will do TMJ work, the intraoral, getting in there and loosening up. A lot of people hold a ton of tension in the jaws just from life because that's what life does. And that's pretty much what I do. I'll give stretches at the end if I see that they can be beneficial. And
Sure, sure. And
yeah,
I've seen you online doing different techniques, kind of sharing some things with people out there so they can work on their own. But how do you kind of stand out from your competitors? I mean, there's other folks who do massage and stuff, but what is it makes you different?
I would say that in my services, when you are booking a therapeutic massage. That can mean many of different things. That might mean stretching for you. That might mean cupping. I don't add a fee to anything extra that I do. I just do what your body needs at the time. You might not know that you need cupping, and it would be extremely rude for me to say, "Oh, well, I can cup that for an extra $10." I'm not going to do that. That's one thing. I don't make people schedule, like if they want cupping, I don't make them schedule a special cupping session because you might not even need it. And I'm not going to cup something you don't need. Unless you just really want a smiley face on your back, then, if you want to.
I always wanted to try cupping.
Well, everybody has somewhere that can be cupped. But it's, if you need it, you need it. And if you don't, you don't.
And that's when you had the little dot
Yes.
thing. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bruising.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. And so you're involved in all kinds of stuff, certainly as a board member now with the Chamber of Commerce, and in particular the past Run the Quay event. You were the volunteer coordinator.
Yes.
But what other things in the community you're involved in? Because you kind of have your fingers into a lot of different stuff, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah. And right now that was the big one that I was going to talk about, was the volunteer coordinator. I'm on the committee for the Run the Quay, board member, former ambassador. I'm the new handler for George, if you're unaware. George, the Run the Quay mascot.
Oh, yes.
Headless George. Yes. Yes. And yeah, I stay active in my church, and that's church and chamber. That's pretty much my two.
Focus point.
Yeah.
You've got enough going on with both.
Yes, there's a lot going on.
Okay. That. And what church do you go to?
I Amplify. Do you know Amplify?
It's the one, if I were to hop on 42.
The big blue church.
I know a bunch of people who go there.
They are awesome.
Run me through a couple of lessons that you have learned in your business. In particular, obviously, you're talking about earlier, like, only, really wanting to suit the need that people have when it comes to massage therapy. They may think they need cupping, but they need something else, or they're holding stress, so it might require something else. So I think that's definitely one of the lessons. Is like, hey, not everybody needs everything, and making it custom is very good. But run me through some of the other lessons that you've learned.
One of the I would have to say would to be genuine with people. Let them know up front the kind of work that you do. I'm not promising miracles. That's not what I do. I just try to help the body get back to where it should be. Yeah, that's can you repeat that? I'm so sorry. I had a brunette moment. I do apologize.
Let me say it's a lesson.
A lesson that I've learned, okay, from my business is, again, I would say to be genuine. That's where I was going with this. Don't get out and try to be something that you're not. If you're familiar with things, then do them. And if you're not, then don't say you can. Learn, continue to learn. That's always the biggest thing. I'm always wanting to take classes and learn, and not just with massage, but in every aspect.
I love that. I think that is one thing, especially like a lot of people who maybe are aspiring business owners hit a point where like they don't want to learn anymore. And ultimately, if you think that you can't learn anything more, you're in the wrong spot mentally, because you can always learn something, you can always grow. So actually, on the topic of aspiring business owners, what's a piece of advice that you would give to maybe somebody that's wanting to get into therapeutics, or massage therapy or something of that sort? What advice would you give?
Well, if I was giving somebody advice on starting their own business in massage therapy, I would say to be patient and you're going to work. You're not going to go into massage therapy and think you're going to have work-life balance right out the gate. That does not happen. I'm 10 years in and just now going on my first real vacation, like airplane vacation.
Right.
So you're going to have to work. I know everybody wants that balance, but sometimes you just got to kind of do the work first and it'll come. It'll come. But enjoy what you do. That makes it a lot easier.
It does. You know what they say? They say if you find a job that you love, you never have to worry.
That is a lie because I still work my butt off and I love what I do.
It's officially debunked, ladies and gentlemen.
I have debunked it.
Officially. Well, I think there's a balance too, because I mean, you can look at like some statistics of like the people who stay at their job the longest, and it's if you love about 70% of the
Yeah.
time. There's always going to be
That is true. Yeah.
But as long as it's 70% or more, like there's always going to be something that maybe is just a needle moving task that you just have to do or something along that. But you've been in the business for 10 years, so it sounds like you at least love 70%.
Oh, I love what I do. I love what I do, and for the parts that I don't love, I find people to source that out to. I send my laundry out. I just started with a bookkeeper because God help me on that.
Bookkeeping.
I don't want to talk about that. Golly. But
I'm with you.
But yeah. So, the parts that you don't love, find somebody who does.
I love that. And then, one more question, at least from my side, real quick, is do you have any like upcoming projects or things that you're working on that are in development that are going to be coming in soon? Or
I don't have anything for my business. I'm at the point now where it's hard for me to do a lot more for my business, bringing more in. But for the chamber, I am starting this thing, and I haven't even talked to my board chair about it yet. But I want to go around to different businesses with George, the Run the Quay mascot, and take some fun party pictures with him. So I would like to say if anybody is interested in having me come by with George and take some fun Weekend at Bernie style pictures, let's do it.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of fun pictures.
I'm so excited. I'm so stoked about it. He's in my car right now.
Oh,
he's my passenger princess.
Oh, that's fantastic. So you're all around town all the time, Nickie. So do you have some local favorite spots that you like to go?
I do. I'm going to start with the one that I spend the most time at would probably be OSI, Original Strength Institute, right down the road from the chamber. I work out there probably between 3 and 5 times a week. I love it. My coach, Kathy, she's amazing. She's helped me get some amazing gains in my lifts. And Kat has been helping me with nutrition. I found some fun medical stuff out recently, so she's really been dialing down and helping me get that sorted out. Sure. So that's the one. And then I would say Pooch Pad, which I have to go when I leave here because my client retention specialists are having daycare today. Field trip to Pooch Pad. And then I do enjoy going to Rescued Wood Rehab. I will find a reason of something that I need just because I like going in and talking to you and Keith and Dylan. And I know you have a new guy there, but I haven't quite met him yet. Matt.
Yeah. There's a little banter there.
It's a lot of banter and it's so much fun.
If you're not having fun, then why'd you come in?
Exactly. In Amber.
In Amber, of course. Yes.
Leave her out.
Don't leave her out. Yeah, she'll be right at the door for you. What is the best piece of business advice that you've ever received?
The best piece of business advice that I've ever received. That is a good one. I would have to say to be on time. I mean, it's something so simple and something just most people think it's ridiculous, but it comes down to respect of other people's time. And that to me is everything. Time is the most precious thing that we have. So
when people book time with you,
right?
So you have
time is money. Yeah,
absolutely. No, it makes a huge difference, especially in a booking scenario like that. Is there any surprising fact about McKenzie Therapeutics? Something that's just people don't expect that they would hear out of massage therapy? So,
on a serious note, I would say I have some funny stuff too, but we'll go with the serious one. Okay. I would say most people would be surprised to know that every client that I've had on my table, I have prayed for at some point in time. Just because whether people get on the table for different reasons, they might have physical ailments, they might have, emotional things going on. And I just want them all to have the healing that they need. And it's not me that does it, but there you go.
Yeah. So let's switch over.
To the funny.
You got some funny stories?
You want the story? You want the story?
Yeah, as long as you keep it like, PG-13.
Right.
Yeah, no, I won't use any vulgarity.
Okay, good.
Okay, so the funniest story that I have is I was working on this lady. She is in her late 70s, early 80s. Nice, amazing woman. She's more active than most of the 40-year-olds that I have. And she's on the table and she dozes off. She always requests pup time. She loves Lily and Leroy. And she's laying there and she breaks wind. And it's very audible. Like it's obvious. It wasn't somebody's foot on the floor. It was definitely noticeable what it was.
You couldn't hide it. Yeah.
She woke herself up.
Oh.
She goes, "Was that Leroy?" And I said,
Keep playing the dog.
I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she goes, "Oh, Leroy," and passes back out. So that's probably one of the funniest stories. Yes, it does. It does. And it's perfectly normal. I mean, not for nothing. It happens to me probably, not me personally. Well, maybe me personally too. About 8 times a week, somebody, does it on the table, and it's fine.
So
We
you're
expect it.
averaging over 1 a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you get things loosened up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
Yeah. I mean, it's therapeutic. And
it is. Hey, yeah.
I should not.
More room out, buddy. More room out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Lots of different types of therapy. I'm glad I asked.
Yes. You should add gas therapy to your.
I should. There's a lovely video on my social media you can go back and watch.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yes.
Include one of his employees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I should have been laughing at that. So,
It's
I really
okay.
shouldn't have. Where can people actually find your? Would you say people go to the website? People go to Instagram. Where can people find your business?
So my website is mckenzietherapeutics.pro, and I am so sorry that I named it McKenzie Therapeutics because for some reason therapeutics is so difficult to spell. But
There's a U in weird stuff.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's the Udix, like cousin Vinny.
Okay.
Udix.
Yeah. Just
Therapeutics.
McKenzie Therapeutics.
There you go.
Yeah.
Type it into Google.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Click the one that comes up.
For those listening.
Did you mean? Yes. And same thing with Facebook is McKenzie Therapeutics, and Instagram is, I believe it's McKenzie_therapeutics maybe.
And you're located here.
I am located on Judd Parkway.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then being part of the chamber, being a former ambassador, now being on the board, and we're in the chamber right now. What has been the best part about working with the chamber?
The networking and the socialization. I'm actually a very awkward person. So I know it's so hard to
We both
believe.
laugh at that, like, awkward. Yeah. Walk up
So-
to any stranger anywhere and become a best friend.
But only if I'm in work mode. So the chamber has allowed me to do that in a social aspect, and it's allowed me to kind of mesh the two. So it makes it easier. I love the chamber. My first networking event was horrendous. I went to a business after hours, and it was at the Garden Hut when Nelsa owned it. And I showed up and I sat in my car for 20 minutes and then I left because the thought of talking to anybody was excruciating. I couldn't take it, couldn't do it. But over time, I learned that I had to learn to get out and network and talk to people and just learn how to interact. And it's hard to, speak about yourself in a positive manner, which is what you have to do when you're networking. You have to tell people how good you are. Otherwise, what are you doing? I mean, you're not going to go tell people you're terrible. That would be awful. That's terrible, terrible advice.
That's the way to do it. Grow your business.
Right. But no, the chamber has helped me get my name out there and
Sounds like get out of your comfort zone.
oh, absolutely. Definitely.
I think that is one thing, but definitely about networking is it can be awkward sometimes. And I think the chamber does a good job of providing events like at the after hours and things like that to make it a little bit more relaxed, that you're getting to know people on a personal level as well as a business level. So I love it. Well, thank you for our Better Together podcast guest today. That is Nickie McKenzie with McKenzie Therapeutics, based right here in Fuquay Arena.
Thank you, Nickie, and thank you to our listeners. Join us each week on the Better Together podcast from the Fuquay Arena Chamber of Commerce as we highlight a great local business. From the Dashmore Conference Room and Studio, sponsored by Rescued Wood Rehab, I am Marty.
And I'm JB.
And we are Better Together.
We're better together. It's a weekly podcast. We're better together. You should know that there's more in the dash. We're better together. Fuquay Arena, Chamber of Commerce. We're better together podcast.